when you're talking about epilepsy specifically, and you said not everyone needs to restrict their carbohydrates to the same level. But during the discussion, we mentioned ketogenic diet. So what were we referring to? So how restricted, like how, because I mean, there are different levels of the ketogenic diet, and it probably creates different levels of ketones in the body. But so what are we talking about when we say the keto diet will help these conditions, or could potentially help these conditions?
Yeah, that's, again, the research is mixed. They do different things. I think in order to actually get your body to produce these ketones, which is what we want to be able to fuel these neurons, most people have to be really, really low in carbohydrate. My co-author, Dr. Westman, his program is 20 total grams of carbs a day or fewer, which is really low, because total grams, that means you don't subtract fiber, you don't subtract sugar, alcohols, and do this net carbs. And he doesn't even really treat these neurological and neurodegenerative things. He mostly works with people with obesity and diabetes and all that stuff. I think that's a good place to start. Some people can have more. Some people can do 30, 40, 50 grams a day of carbohydrate. But I think if you really want the therapeutic effect, you want to be on the much, much lower side. But I don't want people skimping on protein, especially if they're elderly and frail. And that's a big thing in the keto world, like in the therapeutic keto world anyway, to kind of limit the protein. Some people might have to do that. I don't really want people skimping on protein. I think it's more important to limit the carbohydrate. And specifically for these sort of neurodegenerative things, you can do a keto diet and MCT oil and exogenous ketones. They don't have to be one or the other. I think if you're in this for weight loss or type 2 diabetes or something, I wouldn't do those extras. But yeah, so the keto diet, it does mean different things to different people. I would recommend that people start with the most, potentially most effective way, which is the lowest in carbohydrate. And then, see how that goes for a while, and then maybe experiment with increasing and see how the person does.
I mean, if you're suffering from a neurodegenerative disease, you don't have too many options. Yeah. So you can't really afford, choosing between 100 grams a day or 120. No, you've got to go below. I mean, Dr. Westman is very unapologetic about, he says 20 and just keep it simple. I'm looking forward to reading that book too, by the way. I haven't read it yet. End Your Carb Confusion. So
yeah, thank you.